Hey, I'm Nin, and today we're going to be doing a quick and rejuvenating flow to start your day. This is perfect to do at the beginning in the morning, or maybe if you just need some energy and you need to feel recentered. With that said, let's begin. First pose we're going to do is come into child's pose. So come onto your knees here, and then stretch out with your palms in front of you and let your head sink into the mat. Just taking an inhale and an exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. And just take a nice full stretch through your body. And wake up slightly in your shoulders. And from here, come up into a tabletop pose, putting your palms on the ground, wrists above the palms, shoulders above the wrists, and just have your knees hip width apart. And we'll just take an inhale, bringing the tailbone in, arching the spine, bringing the head down, and exhale, bringing the tailbone up, bringing the belly towards the floor, and opening the chest, looking up. Do that again. Inhale, arch the spine, bring the tailbone in, head towards the chest. This is really good for waking your back up, starting to get blood flow through your spine. And exhale, bringing the tailbone up to the sky, opening your chest and looking up. From here, I'm going to tuck the toes under and bring our seated area up slightly. We're just going to hover here, and then we're going to push forward with our chest, and we're going to go into plank pose. Now, there's an option available if you want to support yourself by bringing your knees down to the ground, that's absolutely fine. Or if you want to come up onto your toes, that's also fine. And we'll just stay here for a second, starting to wake the body up. And then inhale, bring the seated area up, bending the knees slightly. And exhale, bringing the chest down to the mat, engaging the navel. And take one final inhale, and we'll come into downward facing dog, bring the seated area all the way up to the sky, and begin pedaling out your feet. Just find what feels good here. Start to wake your spine and your calves up. Let your head hang low, shoulders away from the ears, and push up through your toes. From here, we're going to do a plank again, bringing your chest forward onto the mat. And from here, we're going to do a chaturanga, and that means we bring our elbows into our ribs and slowly hover, and then bring our stomach, our chest, our chin, our forehead down to the ground, untucking the toes, and then push up into a cobra. This is a really lovely stretch for the lower spine. Pushing in with your thighs to the ground with your toes, opening the chest, waking up your heart. And tucking your toes under. We'll come back into downward facing dog, bring your seated area back to your heels, and come back into downward facing dog. Pedaling it out slowly and mindfully, centering yourself. Stay and just take a few steps towards the front of your mat so that your feet are in between your palms. And just hang here. And if this is available to you this morning, bringing your hands under your toes and just bend your knees here and stretch up through the spine. It's really important in this pose you bend from your hips and you're not bending from your spine. So just feel this lovely stretch along the hamstrings. And then from here, putting your palms down on the ground, just come into a seated position on your mat. From here, just take a breath, bringing our feet together, letting our knees hang out to the side. Just going to keep our back straight, bringing the elbows to the knees, and just sink in to the mat. Slowly and mindfully come down towards the feet. And don't force anything. Remember, you're exactly where you need to be today. Just sinking into the ground, opening up your hips. And from here, slowly lift your head up so that your heart is above your pelvis again, your spine straight. And from here, I'd like you to straighten the right leg and bring your left foot into the right thigh. Take an inhale, palms up, and just slowly and mindfully bend forward on the mat. Bring your chest towards your right leg and just sink into that. And you might need to bend your right leg here or put a block under to support, and that's perfectly fine. And just make sure you're sinking into this mat. And if you can, you might be able to reach out and flex your right foot. Taking a few breaths here today. And slowly walking up with your palms into a seated position. And now we're going to come over to the other side and do exactly the same. Straighten the left leg and bring the right foot to the left thigh. Flexing your left foot if that's available. Inhale and exhale, slowly coming down towards the left leg, reaching your shin, the floor, or wrapping your hands around the left foot. And from here, just slowly begin to walk your hands up into a seated position. And straighten your legs out in front of you. Maybe just bring them side to side, feeling the blood circulate. And now, bend your knees and come down onto your mat. And from here, bringing your left leg over the right so that the knee is stacked on top of the other. And just grab hold, if it's possible for you today, to your feet. And bring the knees into the chest. And slowly taking your hands off your feet, bringing them down towards the mat and uncrossing the legs. And we'll just do the same on the other side. So bringing
your right leg over your left, making sure the knees are sort of stacked on top of each other. And bring your knees towards your chest. And then try to hold on to your feet. Think about your intention for today. And how you'll create positivity in the world. And with thought, taking your knees away from your chest, unhooking the feet, unraveling the knees, come into your final pose, resting pose, Shavasana. Bringing your feet out to the side, your palms facing upwards. Just thank yourself for spending this time re-energizing your body, waking it up gently, dedicating this time for your body, your mind and your health. Putting your hands on your stomach and your heart. And begin to smile and think about one thing yesterday that happened to you that was positive. And then slowly begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your legs, and roll over to one side, supporting yourself with your hand, and push up into a seated position. Rolling your shoulders back, maybe lifting your shoulders to your ears. Take a final inhale, bringing the thumbs to your forehead, and we'll say namaste. Thank you so much for watching this video and doing this practice with me. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and offer any comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I really hope you have a great day.